when we were learning about functions, we saw that a function has two parts. You have to declare the function, and then you have to invoke the function, right? Invoking or running or calling a function. Now, this style of writing a function is called function declaration or function statement. So in our example over here, I've created a function named merge text. It takes two parameters, text1 and text2. It merges them and just with a plus operator and has a space string in between, and it simply prints that text on the console. I run that function merge text and pass the parameter Aziz, Ali, and when I refresh my app, it prints out Aziz Ali with a space. So that's the example you have already looked at, or a similar use case. Now there's another way to write a function, and that is called a function expression. So this style of writing a function is called function declaration slash function statement, and this new one that I'm going to show you is actually called function expression. All right, now let's take a look. Now, similarly, how you've seen when you create a variable, let's say var a is equal to some kind of text, right? You can simply assign a function over here. So I can simply create a new function, and I'm going to call it merge text 2. And over here, I'm going to simply write a function like such. And it can be exactly like this. I'm going to basically copy this and paste it over here. And you see it's a function, and I'm not putting a name. I'm not saying any name here. It's an anonymous function. That means it does not have a name. So function, it takes text1, text2, and merges the text and returns an output. And now if I want to run this function or invoke this function, I'm going to do it the same way. So this is function invocation. So it's going to be the exact same way. I'm going to simply do merge text 2, save, refresh, and you see the output is exactly the same. Now, one thing you may be noticing that when I wrote this particular text, function invocation or function expression or whatever, function declaration and function statement over here, I put the // over here, right? The / and /. This is just the way to write code comments in your code. So basically, when you write a lot of code and you want to, let's say, write comments in your code, which you want the engine to not process, you actually put the / sign multiple times, 2 times, and basically the engine will ignore these lines of text and say, hey, this is not code, this is just some text that the developer wrote for his own ease, for note-taking purposes. So those are called code comments, right? So that's why the text editor changed the color to green, so it's helpful for us to know that this is not code. Now you can actually name this particular function as well, ABC, but that's really not helpful, right? Because this function expression does not have a good use case. So most of the time in the real world, you will see that when using a function expression, it's written as an anonymous function meaning with no name. So this is the function expression, and this has been assigned to the variable merge text2. There's one difference in these two styles, which is hoisting. And we're going to discuss the topic of hoisting in the next lesson. Talk to you then.